Today we're taking a closer look at one of the most sensible compact SUVs on the market right now. The Toyota Corolla Cross, a car that doesn't try to grab attention with flashy gimmicks or extreme styling, but instead focuses on what most buyers actually want in the real world: comfort, efficiency, space, and long-term reliability. From a design perspective, the Corolla Cross carries a modern but conservative SUV appearance that feels familiar and functional rather than bold or experimental. The front end features a clean, upright grille design that blends smoothly into the headlights, giving it a balanced and mature look. The body proportions are well judged, sitting between a compact hatchback and a full-size SUV, which makes it easy to park while still offering that elevated driving position that SUV buyers prefer. Moving to the rear, the taillights are one of the more noticeable design elements, with a sharp, horizontal layout that stretches into the tailgate and gives the back end a wider, more planted stance. These taillights don't try to be overly complex, but their clean LED signature helps the car look more modern, especially at night, and they complement the simple overray Hyundai design language rather than overpowering it. Inside the cabin, the focus immediately shifts to practicality and ease of use, which has always been a strong point for Toyota's approach to interior design. The seating position is slightly elevated, giving the driver a confident view of the road, and the seats themselves are shaped for comfort on longer journeys rather than sporty driving support. Space is one of the strongest advantages here, with good headroom and legroom for both front and rear passengers, making it a genuinely usable family vehicle. The materials used throughout the cabin are a mix of soft-touch surfaces in key areas and durable plastics in others, which reinforces the idea that this car is built to last rather than impress in a showroom. Storage compartments are placed logically around the cabin, and the boot space is generous enough for luggage, groceries, or weekend travel without requiring careful packing. Under the hood, the Corolla Cross GXL is not about delivering aggressive performance or sporty acceleration, and that's important to understand from the start. Instead, it is tuned for smoothness and efficiency, offering a calm and predictable driving experience. Experience that suits everyday use. Power delivery is gentle and linear, especially when paired with its automatic transmission or CVT setup depending on the market, which means there are no sudden surprises when you press the accelerator. Safety has always been a major strength for Toyota, and the Corolla Cross continues that tradition with a strong suite of driver assistance systems designed to reduce risk and improve confidence on the road. Features such as autonomous emergency braking, lane departure alert, adaptive cruise control, and blind spot monitoring work quietly in the background to support the driver without being intrusive. Multiple airbags, stability control, and traction systems further enhance the overall safety package, making it a reassuring choice for families or long-distance commuters. The idea here is not to overwhelm the driver with constant alerts, but to provide subtle assistance that helps prevent accidents before they happen, which fits perfectly with the calm and predictable nature of the vehicle. When it comes to pricing, the Toyota Corolla Cross sits in the competitive mid-range compact SUV category, where it goes up against a wide variety of rivals that often compete on styling, technology, or performance. While exact pricing varies depending on region, taxes, and hybrid or petrol configuration, the overall value proposition remains consistent. You are paying for reliability, low running costs, strong fuel efficiency, and excellent resale value rather than luxury branding or high-performance engineering. In many cases, this makes it a financially sensible long-term choice, especially for buyers who plan to keep their vehicle for several years and want predictable ownership costs. Compared to rivals like the Honda HR-V, the Corolla Cross tends to feel more straightforward and practical, offering strong efficiency and a slightly more conservative but highly functional interior layout. Against something like the Hyundai Kona, it may not feel as visually exciting or tech-heavy, but it makes up for that with more interior space and a stronger reputation for long-term durability. This is really where the Corolla Cross defines itself in the market. It doesn't try to win every category, but instead focuses on being consistently good in the areas that matter most to everyday drivers. One of the standout aspects that really becomes noticeable after spending more time with the Toyota Corolla Cross is how effortless it feels in everyday ownership. This isn't just about how it drives, but how it fits into your routine without demanding attention. Parking is easy thanks to its compact footprint and good visibility, and the higher seating position gives you confidence in tight urban environments, where smaller gaps and unpredictable traffic are the norm. Even longer drives don't feel tiring because the suspension does a solid job of absorbing road imperfections, keeping the cabin relatively composed and stable. It's the kind of SUV that quietly blends into your lifestyle and makes daily commuting feel less like a task and more like a simple, predictable part of your day. Another important point worth highlighting is the overall ownership value, which is where Toyota has built its strongest reputation over the years. The Toyota Corolla Cross continues that tradition by offering strong fuel efficiency, especially in hybrid variants, which can make a noticeable difference in running costs over time. Maintenance is generally straightforward, parts are widely available in most markets, and the brand's reliability record means fewer unexpected surprises compared to many competitors. When you combine that with strong resale value, the Corolla Cross becomes less of an emotional purchase and more of a long-term practical investment. It may not be the most exciting SUV in its class, but it consistently proves itself as one of the most dependable choices you can make. Another area where the Toyota Corolla Cross really shows its thoughtful design is in how well it manages cabin noise and overall refinement. While it's not a luxury SUV, Toyota has clearly worked on keeping road and wind noise under control, especially at city and moderate highway speeds. The engine stays fairly quiet during relaxed driving, and even when you push it harder for overtaking, the noise that enters the cabin feels controlled rather than harsh or intrusive. This makes conversations inside the car easy and keeps long drives more relaxed, especially for passengers in the rear seats. It's not silent like a premium hybrid flagship, but for its class, the balance between comfort and cost efficiency is very well judged. Another thing that stands out is how well the Toyota Corolla Cross caters to families and practical users who prioritize functionality over flashiness. The rear seat area is genuinely usable for adults, not just children, and the wide door openings make getting in and out simple, even in tighter parking spaces. The boot layout is also designed with real-life usability in mind, offering a flat loading area that makes it easier to carry luggage, groceries, or even larger items without awkward lifting angles. Small details like cup holder placement, door pocket size, and overall storage layout show that this vehicle is built around everyday convenience, reinforcing its identity as a no-nonsense family SUV that focuses on making life easier rather than more complicated. In conclusion, the Toyota Corolla Cross is not a car built to excite you in the traditional sense, but rather one built to make ownership as simple and worry-free as possible. It's comfortable, efficient, practical, and backed by a brand known for reliability, which makes it a strong contender for families, commuters, or anyone looking for a dependable compact SUV without unnecessary complexity. If your priority is peace of mind, low running costs, and a vehicle that simply gets on with the job every single day, then this is one of the safest choices in its segment.